Welcome back to another episode of War in the Sea. It's episode part 51. Let's see if we can keep this one down to a shorter time frame. The last one is over 2 hours. So I know that can be hard to watch. I'm not that entertaining, I'm sure. So what do we got here? We have a battleship, a cruiser at least. 8 ships, so it's probably a couple cruisers, a couple light cruisers, a couple destroyers, and a battleship. We have Tenosa heading down to meet. Probably should be a more direct route. Let's see if we can fix that. She's coming up at an angle. She's coming in to take care of this port. We don't want that to happen. We have Catalina's, right? Yeah, Catalina's coming in, so we want to change that as well. Let's see if we can get that better. There are some fighters there. We're not really going to worry about that too much because I think we'll get through. But let's see what happens. All right. Hope everybody's doing good today. Oh, where are you going now? So we want to try and avoid that if they know we're coming. Tenosa, what can we do with you? Do you want to maybe? We may not be able to do anything with this. He may be just trying to tease us. But let's keep that on a block area. You should be out of the way of those fighters. We don't want them to be jumped. Let's see what happens here. No. All right, we'll go right up to you. There we go. We're going with our Catalinas. Do we get the sub as well? No, which is fine. So, just go right in, see what we can do with this. Yep, I can already spy a big old, 2 big old ships there. We should probably go for this one. I don't think we'll be able to sink this one. Probably definitely take this one out. But let's see what we can do. Let's get in position. We want to head this way. So we're going to do that with one group heading this way. One group heading this way. And we're going to send up detail guys to do the same. Let's get everybody down on the deck and speed up. We are going to go line ahead, and then we're going to stagger them out. Let's make sure we did something with these guys here. Yeah, so with line ahead, they're going to follow the line, and they'll be staggered. So when they break, they'll all break at the same time. They'll all focus on the target once we get there. So let's make sure everybody's doing what I want them to do here. I want you down and fast. Alright. So they should be getting in formation, please. Yeah, formation. The idea is to get as many torpedoes on target spread over a large ship. So that's what we want to do. Let's identify. Oh yeah, you're running slow. You're probably going to be you're only going 12 knots. Now, what were you before? I forget. Are you a Congo or what are you? We're gonna say Congo. And what were you? You are a cruiser. 3 in front, angled back. You're Nyoko. Yeah, if you're gonna fall behind and be bait, we're gonna have a fun time with you, I think. And I think we'll attack from this side, this group. So you guys are gonna go after the Congo. I don't think 6 torpedoes will sink her, but maybe she's pretty heavily damaged. Oh, she's done. Okay. You get 5 command points without firing a shot. So, yeah, you're gonna go for that one. You're gonna go for that one. Destroyers you can't really hit with torpedoes. It's really almost impossible. You have to use attack planes. It's pretty much the only thing that works, in my opinion. We need to get in. Once these guys are ahead, I'm gonna spin them. Not these guys. These guys. I'm gonna let the other guys catch up. I don't want to get too close and get shot down. We're kind of trying to be careful here. So they're going to go on all spinny mode. And we want everybody to be on the same target, which is this guy. So I'm going through, you select individual aircraft, and that way when you brake and hit attack, they can all find their own target on the ship, and not just follow the leader. I don't know if that makes it any better, but that's what we're going to try. So these guys, I want these guys are good. I'm going to send them in. And these guys are good. I'm going to send them in. Yeah, what did you have for him? And you guys, I want you to go this way. We're almost good to attack. And that's what we're going to do. Let's break, attack. We lost him, but torpedoes are in the water. Did he crash into him? See how they're spread differently than if it was just, you know, Victor or line abreast. I wish these guys were better positioned. These guys will definitely be in better position. And pretty slow. Oh, these aren't going to be really good. No, we're going to miss. Those should do it. Hit the bow, hit the bow, hit the bow. This guy's going to hit. One. There you go. Another one? Oh well. Oh, he's down anyway. So mission complete. We take that guy down. We did lose quite a bit of Catalinas, but but it is what it is, you know. Take it. But Miyoko is going down. How many of these we got remaining? Let me see. Miyoko, 4. So it looks like we have Haguro is the last one of those. How many others we got? Takao. We got 3 Takaos left. Okima. 3 of those left. We haven't done a lot of sinking, so you know, we're just kind of still at the beginning stage of the game. But we're glad to see this Miyoko go down. Kako. Yeah, we got that one. We got one of those. All right. What about battleships? Congos. Still all those are around. Fusos. Both Fusos are done. Issei's. Both Issei's are done. Mutsu. We got one more remaining. Yamato. All 3 of those. We gotta worry. We gotta really be aware of these. I think the Yamato is the one that we have to fear the most, of course, because of the armor, deck armor especially. Let's see if we can find it here. Deck armor 15, magazine 22, turret 25, bridge 19. The belt armor 16.1. 16.1 means you can't shoot you can, but it would take probably 12 to 15 torpedoes to put a dent in that armor. So bombing from the air is probably the best way. Like if we went to, let's look at Catalinas, I guess, and we look at the Mark 13. Oh, it doesn't even tell you. It doesn't tell you the armor penetration on the Mark 13, but it doesn't do much against the, you know, battleships. As you see, the PBYs with the 1000 AP only go through 7 inches of armor. So we can't even do much with that. What if we were to hit with, what would be a big thing here? Dauntlesses. Their APs, 7 inches. What else we got? Helldivers. They don't have any bombs, do they? They only have cannon. Devastators, 7 inches. Avengers, 7 inches. Sky Pirate, I don't even think I've ever seen those in the game. That must be some mod that's not available. I'd like to see them though. I haven't seen where the ducks are located either, but yeah. What if we go to yeah, Mariners, 2004-3, 1600 AP bombs, 7.6. So really, to get through that 15 inches of armor, 20 armor, it's almost impossible. Havoc. Yeah, that's the biggest bomb they got. Even the 2000 HE bomb doesn't put a dent in it. Mitchell's, they still get that 7.6. Where do we have the B-17s? Yeah, 7.6 is the most we can get out of all of our aircraft, so that's just a thing. And these guys we're not going to worry about, so let's move on. We won't even bother. They should turn back around and be on their way. So we are going to course change. I do need to get rid of these troops that I have on this for testing truck. I wanted to see what truck is, and truck is 20 plus or 15 plus thousand on truck, and probably is equal supplies. Being a 5-and-5 base, it would take 20 to 30,000 troops and supplies just to take it over. So hopefully we'll move away from this area if we can. Maybe station something here to blockade this port, because we want to keep this port. We're not going to up it anymore unless we absolutely feeling froggy about it. But right now we only have fighters. Everything else is dead, unless it's a scout plane. Yeah, scout plane. So, oh, and if you get 4 1,000-pound bombs and they're, let's using the example, 7 inches of armor on that battleship, it's not 7 times 4. It's each one only goes 7 inches in, so it's not like it adds up, you know, 7 inches, 7 inches, 7 inches, 21 inches of armor. No, I don't think that works that way. So, moving on, these Catalinas can go home. That's RTBU. We sunk a previous battleship. We're gonna remove. Nah, yeah, fine, that's fine. You're gonna drop those off, and then we're gonna carry on with our route. What's this guy doing here? Make sure 2 damaged. Okay, you guys haven't seen a submarine in quite a while. We'll rethink that. Let me see here. This guy here is going to pick up supplies and troops. Mostly supplies. We want to even out. We need about 4,000 supplies to make these guys happy. What do we got at Port Moresby? Yeah, we got the supplies to do that. So we'll probably take some troops and some supplies and make that happen. Let's get the ball rolling. Yeah, I don't like the fact that these guys fly after, you know, it's 21:30, 9:30 p.m. and I don't understand this at all. I don't know what this slider is supposed to represent. It's just a visual marker, I guess. But yeah, they're intent on flying after the hours. Let's see what they're doing here. They're just flying around, you know. It's a land-based plane. They went over here and disappeared out of radar, but they're from Rabaul. So ideally, we probably want to, maybe not with this group, but maybe yet again we might want to try. I don't know. It's pretty dangerous going up here. It really is. It's something I want to do before, and why don't we do that right now while we're talking about it? We're going to go to Midway, and we're going to get a a submarine. Now, submarines, I'm not very good at them. I seem to shot in the dark. There was a patch or two ago that I seemed to be good at it, and I had, you point it 90 degrees to the target or whatever, and you let your torpedoes go when your percentage was high, and everything worked out, right? But yeah, things changed. Now front aspect doesn't seem to be in the pie chart of angle of attack, which I don't understand how to rectify that. But okay, so we're looking at what's the best kind of submarine to use. S-class is basically an early, I think, just post World War I submarine. I don't use them. They only got 12 Mark 10 torpedoes. The bad American torpedoes are the Mark 14s, and they are, they were less than 50% accurate. But these guys, I think, are worse. So, not to mention only 12, but it's really slow. Its depth is pretty weak. Is there a deck gun? Yeah, there's one deck gun. Okay. But we don't like to use that one. A Tambor class, the problem I have with the Tambor class is surface radar is 0. So on the surface, we can't tell if there are any ships around. Air radar, 5 nautical miles. Underwater, passive sonar, 23 nautical miles. Active sonar, 1 nautical mile, another when you ping. So those numbers don't jive for being fun. Visual detection, 30%. Radar detection, 20%. These are bad. We don't want to play with that. I don't particularly use the Tambor unless I absolutely have to. 30 command points for that substandard, in my opinion. I think it's substandard. We go to the Gatto, and then we have 10. Still, visibly, radar detection is not good at all. Active torpedo is there. 135 for how loud it is. Air radar is better. So I usually start with the Gatto. In fact, that's what that's what I have out right now, I believe. Yeah, Tenosa is currently out, but there's a lot of them. There's 31 of these. What else do we got out there? This guy here is newer. Other than it being, well, I don't know what the difference is to make this better. Did the other ones have dual purpose guns? Yeah. These are all the same numbers. What am I seeing different? I'm not seeing anything different between Gatto and a Ballo. And it's not available until February. Maybe it goes faster. Where's the speed on this thing? $30. Oh, that's the torpedoes. Where's the speed on this thing? 20.25 and 9 underwater. That's the same as the Gatto. The weight is, it's 100 tons less. Or I'm sorry, 10 tons less. See, 10, 400. Dimensions are the same. So yeah, Bellow doesn't impress me much at all. The Tench class, these all seem to be the same numbers. They don't seem to be, we have 28 torpedoes, so 4 more torpedoes on this one. It's 108 of these. $22 tenches. Yeah, radar 10, 22, 23. So a little bit better radar, but not available. Now we go into the British, cost of 40. So 10 more command points for this guy, which we can't even get right now. We're at 39. There's only 2 of these. truant and trusty. What's the difference? The difference is 18 Mark 21, or Mark 8 21, Type 21 Mark 8 torpedoes. Sorry. Little speech problem there, I guess. No surface radar, no air radar. Passive 18, so it's got really bad radar, but it's got really good torpedoes. It only has 18 of them, whereas the Gatto and the other ones have 24 and up. So it's 6 less torpedoes, but they're more accurate and they have a better boom. But if you look at the range, 11,581, the Tench is at 14, Tambor is at 15, S-Class is 19,000 yards. So we see we're using Gatto 14, right? And it's you got to get 3,000 closer basically to make that worth your tempo. The K8 class submarine, the Dutch, right? Yeah. Only 10 torpedoes, Type 18 Mark 8 torpedoes. There's only one of these, and the radar is still garbage, and the sonar is okay, not great. Look at the visual detection though, 67%. I don't know if that's of other things or how visible you are to other ships, but potentially. And then the Surcouf, which is the French, or maybe I got it backwards. The previous one was Dutch, this is French. There's only one of these. Use it and it sinks, you lose it. The good thing about this one is deck gun, a 203 millimeter 50-inch or 50/50 millimeter model, 1924. It's got basically a tank gun on the bow. I think it's a double barrel as well. It's pretty exciting to look at, this big guy. You know, the torps is only 12, but this is for a surface engagement, cargo ships and things like that. It's what it's really useful for. It will be what I replace the Tenosa between Truk and Pompeii once we're at the point of buying this submarine. And then that's it. So if we go back to the Americans, we're going to get another Gatto, and we're going to call it the Drum. I like to name all my subs. Because I do. And where did I think I was gonna put one right here. I want to be able to block off that area. So this guy, might as well put something on him because we're sending him down. And we're going to stop here at Shortland first. So what does Shortland need? You can only take troops and supplies. And right now it looks like if we want to up this port at some time, we're going to need let's bring our supplies. We can take this over to 3,700. But yeah, that's what we're going to do. So let's put some supplies on this. What's it take? 50. Okay, good. So we'll do that. We'll bring some oranges and ice cream to these guys over here. And there is something to the game that I know about. I don't know if it's in this mod or just from the previous mods, but I think in the base game, if you position a submarine here that can be detected on the surface, or it was on the water, it would spawn in all sorts of destroyers and things, and it would just occupy, and that's like a trigger in the game that, yeah, I don't know if it does it in this one though. But after we drop off our supplies, we're going up to here, and then we're going to block off this area. We'll probably put a block from here to here and have them. A lot of times I see in the game people do like they do like huge swaths of, you know, squares, and that's like a week, you know, or the amount of time it would take to travel this distance, how many things would slip through your screen is huge. So you want to make it, you know, that big maybe, and a rectangle, so go this way and then that way and then up, and make it that rectangular-ish shape. But yeah, we're gonna be like doing this thing right here, and that's it. You'll just stay there and do that. And if anything comes out of Rabaul, they rearm here, they come down trying to take over the bases that we have already spent time on taking. They'll get caught by the submarine. It would be nice to get this up shortly to a level 3 so that I can rearm torpedoes here, instead of going all the way back to Port Moresby, because the distance here is, that's not what I want. I want, so like from here, that's 300 miles, 305, and then this from here to here is, you know, basically 500 miles, 600 miles. That's a long trip. So if you have only one submarine there, and he travels all the way down to Port Moresby, it's a lot easier just to go back here, pick up what you need, rearm, and then go right back. Plus, this is the direction the ships will probably be going, so you may catch them on your trip down, rearm, and you may catch them on your way back up to being on station. So that's why I put a submarine here, and why I try to make that I'd like to make that a level 3. But we're a ways away, so let's see what we can do about progression here. Yeah, let's get back down here. Port Moresby Supply 2. We're doing rearm and supply over here, so manage cargo. Okay, let's get some more of those guys. These guys, that's 3,200. Let's do one more, and then the rest will do troops. Yeah, okay. This is more than I wanted it to put over there, but it's what we're gonna do. So let's go send them. And we really have nothing to fear over here. But without a CDL, we want to have cover over this. So once we get to about maybe here, we'll probably send from Port Moresby, from Milne Bay, aircraft to cover all the way, because we don't know what's coming down this chute. All right. And next guy for dropping off is this guy. He wanted to unload some fuel. All right, so what did we want to do here, really? That's a big thing. In other words, before we move on, it's always a good idea to get in the habit of checking, make sure when you hit that unload all cargo, you can click here and then make sure that these numbers all say 0 when you've unloaded, to ensure that everything is unloaded. It really sucks when you think you've unloaded stuff. In previous patches, the game would, like engineering wouldn't unload all the time, and sometimes fuel wouldn't either. So you'd go all the way back to rearm and find out that 2 of your ships may not have unloaded, and it kind of upsets you. So what do we want to do with Pompeii at this point? Level 3 is enough. I don't want to do anything with that. But We just talked about Shortland, right? Shortland does not have any fuel and low on engineering. We need 200 and 200 and 2,000 to get this to level up airfield. And why do we want to do that first before we go this way to shipboard 2? Because it's isolated. There's no airfield here. We don't really care, but we want this to be a protection zone for ships that will come down straight through the gap here. Where we started our supply route from Midway down here to Milne Bay and Port Moresby by basically avoiding anything close to these Tarawa and so on. And we were coming down this route, okay? We were coming basically from here to here. And then when we took Tarawa, we could come this way. And then when we took this port, we could move over and so on and so forth to be able to come over here to these ports and drop supplies. So now that we have this port, we'd like to beef it up so that there's an airfield there. So we're going to take this supply group and we are going to, what else we got here? Yeah, just this. And we are going to add, we're going to take a lot of what we just took off of that and put it over here. So what do we need to level up this to a level 2? 2,000, which we can do, and 200 engineering and 200 fuel. Now 200 fuel is kind of rough because we only have one oiler here and it only takes 140, so we're not quite there yet, but we're gonna do what we can. So we're gonna take that right back off. Let's go light on some supplies. We have to go heavy in engineering. We have to get over 200 engineering, right? So make sure I'm doing this right here. 54. So 54 and 117 is 180. So it's not 300 or 200, which is what we need. So we do need to, unfortunately, do that. Didn't want to do that, but it is what it is. And we have so many supplies here right now. Let's go supplies. And we're going to bring over some troops and some supplies and some troops and some supplies. A lot of people don't put troops and supplies on destroyers. If they're in a convoy, I don't see what the difference is to not having them, to having them. I think it's important to do what you got to do. Now we don't want to go direct because there's a lot of air traffic there. So what we're going to do is we're going to come this way and we're going to go up the gut. As you've seen before, when we launch aircraft out of here, it gets spawned by Raboul all the time. We don't really have much protection. We could move, we could move the carrier Enterprise somewhere like here and protect it a little bit, but that might be a little dangerous, and I'm not willing to risk the Enterprise. So we'll think about that later, but that's what we're currently going to try and do, go this way. And that's the reason why. I'm telling you why. So let's get the ball rolling. We'll get to the morning, and then we'll probably call this one a day, because I said I wanted to do a short one, and we're almost at 40 minutes. Got anything ticking off the old banana boat? Yep, that's a no. So we're gonna leave it here at this episode, and we'll come back with another one. I'm sure I'll just do another one right back to back, but we'll see what happens in the next one. All right, thanks for watching.